A massive week in women's hockey, and for more on that, a trio of Olympic and world champions. Tessa?
Thank you very much. We all know Cheryl, so I won't bother introducing her. Joined by stud defenseman for Team Canada, three-time Olympic and Olympian and world champion, Renata joining us. So now, finally, a unified league has happened for the Professional Women's Hockey Players Association. The league is yet to be named. However, what does it mean to you to finally see this unified league come to fruition after years and years of commitment and sticking with your vision, Renata?
Well, it's so exciting. It's hard to put into words, to be honest with you. And like you said, this has been our vision and this has been the end goal for years and years for everyone involved in women's hockey. So to see it to come to light and to be under the group of Mark Walter Group, as well as the Billie Jean King Enterprises, it's so exciting because we're supported properly. And it's just a lot of pride to be able to wear this jersey and this PWHPA logo, knowing how unified we stayed the last 4 years. It was difficult, it was challenging at times, but we made it to the end, and this is what we all wanted.
I was going to say, it's got to be tough because that was 4 solid years of everybody bickering in your ears. What are you guys doing? What's happening? What are the updates? And for the most part, things had to stay relatively hush-hush until news broke that this has finally taken place. So, Powney, I mean, I have to bring it to you. What is the significance of this finally taking place?
Well, it's an emotional day.
Yeah.
It was a very emotional day, but I can honestly tell you that I single-handedly think that it is the most impactful thing that has happened in the women's game since 1998. 1998 being the first ever Olympic Winter Games where little girls for the first time ever would watch their countries put on the jersey and represent them at the Olympic Winter Games. And so those eyeballs, it was more than just the Olympics, it was about the hope and the optimism. And I really believe when this league became unified, that's exactly what we're seeing, is we're seeing the optimism and the hope and the potential of what this can be. So the impact is unbelievable.
And you mentioned 98. That is what impacted me and sparked my dream, Cheryl. I woke up at 5 a.m. and watch the ladies play in Nagano, and you have 2 young daughters yourself, so for you this has to hit home a little bit harder.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing, and what these women have done is remarkable. Just to be able to be that steadfast in their conviction for the future of the game, and I do mean the future. And I have 2 young daughters that play and a number of teams that I've coached in the past, and they always support these women, but they're now going to have an opportunity to vie for something best on best, and that is the key word, everybody. Best on best, a non-fractured league where everyone can understand that this is where it is going. And thankfully that players like Renata, they were very steadfast and convicted in what they wanted and what they want and what they think is appropriate for the growth and the vision of this league. Pretty incredible.
There's something finally there. Now, the NHL had mentioned that it didn't really want to get involved until there was one unified league. This was their response. We already have initiated discussions with representatives of this unified group regarding how we can work together to continue to grow the women's game. So what does it mean to you, Renata, to hear a statement like this from the NHL?
I think it's very promising for our game and for the future of our game. And since the beginning, we've really looked at the WNBA and what they've done with the NBA and how that support has worked. Same within women's soccer. And just to have that support from the NHL would be incredible. We know they were waiting for one unified league. We already have that. We have that now. And it's going to be just incredible to see the support that they can do and how they can help grow this league.
Look, we've all trained our whole lives. We've, blood, sweat, and tears in the gym. We've trained with NHL players alongside them, off ice, on ice. We call ourselves professionals, but now there's actually a true professional league. So what does it feel like now to finally call yourself Renata professional hockey player?
Well, it's true. Both of Cheryl and Tessa, both you guys have played in professional women's hockey leagues that said they were professional, but they didn't always feel professional. And it was the same for myself. And now to have a league that's going to be truly professional, and the Mark Walter Group, they've never compromised once during the process how professional this league will be for the players, for the coaches, the support staff, most importantly, even for the fans. So this future league, it's going to feel professional. It's going to look professional, and the on-ice product is going to be professional hockey.
And, I mean, we don't know how many teams there's going to be or where, let's say, but for yourself, someone from Burlington, if there were a team somewhere, where would you prefer to end up?
I got to go with Toronto. I know it would just be a huge honor to represent Toronto's team, being from Burlington. I know the market's incredible, so that would be the spot.
Obviously, we're very proud of you, ladies. Thank you very much for getting this done. I think I speak on behalf of all young ladies and women who have played. It's about damn time, and it feels so good to finally have this happen. Thank you, Renata.